Whoa, oh man, it smells so good. I'm digging in.
Oh, I take it back. This is like Link's older brother. He's a bassist. He still lives at his parents' house.
And he absolutely has fun with recreational legal drugs. Wow, that was incredible.
Like a lot of them.
Nothing I've ever eaten in my village has ever come close. You know, I left that place so I could try and make it as a musician. Oh my god! I just had to leave and take on the world.
What happened? What did you do?
I went to bed. What the fuck is this game?
Older brother. Yeah, I bet he's older. He looks like he's in his like late 50s at least. The two of us are gonna be managing the cafe for a while. Cause mom's dying of that dragon.
I do Blazikenason. Oh, no. You're Suzielynnita.
Could these two even handle it? You know, youngsters these days, they don't really have the juice. Or the smoothie. Or the tea.
Why are you older brother, but you're calling us youngsters?
For now. Quit scaring the... Well, he's older relative to his other brothers that are here present, all of whom appear to be in their late 70s. We'll just have to help them get up to speed. I'll scream at the little girl. You hit the boy. Eventually, we'll get our sandwiches. Yes, that's exactly right.
Child.
Yes, that's exactly right. Thanks, Gramps.
Like the kid doesn't realize what's happening here.
Who let all the old guys in?
I don't think we do either.
You know, if Larry the Cucumber was an actual person...
Please finish that sentence, I'm begging you.
He would look a lot like our Grandpa Sake bottle over here. And I think sound a lot like him too.
You know what? That's fair.
I don't think he would necessarily carry the turd scepter, but I think he would feel strongly compelled.
What was the celery kid? What was his name?
There was no celery kid, but there was Junior Asparagus.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, there was celery, actually. There is a, I can't remember his actual name, but he was an actor who played a character named Frankencelery.
Ah.
Oh, no.
Okay, so this is an elf. We've met an elf. We have other species here in this game.
I'm pretty sure that's just Link from the high school AU I wrote about in 8th grade.
It looks like the Link from the only, Zelda game I have ever played. It was a fan game that you could play for free on, like a
Flash game site? Newgrounds, Crazy Monkey Games.
Newgrounds, yeah. It was on Newgrounds. It was an 8-bit. It was really fun. It was a Valentine's Day thing, though, so it was all about him getting Zelda to agree to go on a date with him.
Everybody thinks their relationship is romantic.
I don't think so.
They're
Even
just,
as that
they're
being
not.
the only game I have ever played, I don't see any romance between them. It was pretty clear even in that game she wasn't interested.
And I don't think he's really interested in her, frankly. They both seem like pretty down-to-business people. I don't think that they've got much else going on with them.
Wait until we get all the Zelda fans in here being like, you haven't even played the real games. You don't get to talk.
I'll have you know,
I did. I played the island one where you're on a boat and you sail from island to island and it was horrible. It was the DS game. That was a bad time.
Oh man, we probably shouldn't judge him by the DS games, but I've also only ever really played extended time in the Zelda DS or 3DS games. Force Sword, a lot of Force Sword. Not much Triforce Heroes, but I really should play more Triforce Heroes because I enjoyed that. Anyway, we should probably get him something
he looks
really
famished.
hearty. Let's just let's feed him the dragon.
Are they about to say like a dragon heart?
I know. How about a steak bowl?
Okay. We're just going. Okay.
Can we just become one of those bowl restaurants where we just have like 7 different ingredients and then people tell us how to make the food?
I guess so.
Oh, and then we have the
already
3
made
old men
one.
here.
Can't I
We're
just
just
hand him the
staring.
food?
Oh my gosh. Man, I'm so hungry.
Did
No,
you old
it's
guys
already
stop
rotten.
staring at the kid. Like y'all are
Gotta make a
creepy.
steak bowl. Gotta use the. What is the rice? Where's the rice in that? Okay, get ready. Here we come. Here we go.
Oh shit!
Left, right, left, left. Left, right, left. That one's for the Princess Diaries fans in the audience.
By the
Oh,
way,
wow,
the rice is what the steak sits on top of. It fills the bowl, the steak is on top.
That sounds really bland.
Whoa, oh man, it smells so good. I'm digging in.
Oh, I take it back. This is like Link's older brother. He's a bassist. He still lives at his parents' house.
And he absolutely has fun with recreational legal drugs. Wow,
Like
that was incredible.
like a lot of them.
Nothing I've ever eaten in my village has ever come close. You know, I left that place so I could try and make it as a musician. Oh my god! I just had to leave and take on the world. Oh my, spoken like a true youngster. I can't do old man voice. That's the problem with kids these days. They got no grit. Always trying to leave home. Back in my day. Yeah, let him have it. Oh god, my voice.
There's a time and place for everything. But not now.
Not here. Goodbye, child.
Older brother's like, maybe we should beat them.
Middle brother's like, no, no, no. There's a time and a place.
Younger brother's like, yeah.
Younger
maybe we
brother's
should
just a
beat
yes
them.
man.
Oh my
Guy wants
gosh.
to run away.
And that hooligan, he's trying to make a break for it without paying.
Yes, we realize that.
Oh no, the dragon's gonna maul him.
I like how the middle brother's like, now, this young man is just trying to leave his mark on the world. Let's just see what happens.
6 months later.
The younger
Bassist
brother's
found
done.
dead.
He's taking a nap.
Suzielynnita, we have to go after him. We've already made so many steaks that went rotten because we didn't have any customers. We can't afford to lose any more inventory.
This guy's like, let me tell you my life story. And then the moment you turn around, I'm out.
Ah! What the heck is this thing doing? It's gonna maul him, and then we'll
wondering
take
why
his
your
body.
head is too big for your body. That's what it's doing.
Wait. Okay, can we get like the DLC, the dark side mode, where the dragon kills the people, and then we do like a Sweeney Todd with their bodies?
Can you stop? Solid Snake looks happy. I think it kind of likes him. Come on, just go away.
Oh man.
Great
Good
work,
work,
Solid
Solid.
Snake. You caught him red-handed.
Did you though? I think you just wanted to get scratched.
He's like, you are
Oh.
a sheep and I keep you here now.
I'm sorry, this won't ever happen again. I'm broke, you see.
I don't care about these three. I'm done listening to them.
Ah, the youth. Yep, called it.
You know
Oh,
what?
no.
That is great. That is a wonderful point. You should not die just because you don't have any money, because that is bullshit. Capitalism
very
is
true.
a fucking con.
Anyway, it looks like we're gonna have to feed him to the dragon now.
We're not feeding him to a dragon!
cannot
Capital
stress you
punishment is
enough.
not always appropriate.
Capital punishment is always appropriate, and especially when it involves feeding them to cute dragons.
Do you think the dragon would still be cute if he fed it a bunch of people? I'm not listening to these three. I'm skipping past them.
You want me to work here?
Dude, this guy is older than both of us. He should be the one in charge. I feel like the old men are just kind of trying to come up with a reason to have someone else watch these children, so it's not their job since their mother's sick.
So let's give it to the bassist weed boy. His guitar is missing a neck. Is that supposed to be like an electric, like harp? My name's Billy.
No.
Nice to meet ya. Billy Zane.
He bites his lips too.
It's not Solid Snake did some fine work today. This is getting quite interesting.
Can
Okay,
we finally tell people to do shit for us in the cafe?
He's like, I'm gonna sit here and guard the restroom.
I want to see what's in that room so bad.
It's just the bathroom. He's like, I'll be the bathroom door since we don't seem to have one.
I want to know what's in there. I want to see it so much. It's my only goal.
Ready in the fish exploration range increased.
Oh
okay,
shit,
take that
exploration range increased. Let's run away. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Let's get out of here. Go get eaten by the dragon up there. I yearn for the slumber that only a dragon's maw can give me.
Yo, recipe.
Classic cafe dish 1 recipe. Onion. No. I'm not fertilizing anything.
Shrek would
Recipe.
Be happy. I'm just trying to see how far we can run off.
Can we get eaten? Wow, this game is suddenly just handing us a bunch of stuff.
It's like, listen, we didn't make everything clear enough in the prologue, and we want to apologize.
I'm very sorry. Here's some stuff. Now you'll feel invested and keep playing.
Hey, we got sugar and salt.
From the same flowers.
I know. Radish, spinach. Look, it's
So I
your
wonder
food.
if we're like the mechanical, like, oh.
Breathe fire on it. Breathe fire on it. There's so much treasure down there. You fucking dragon.
Okay.
God damn it. Okay, so that's our limit that way. You know, Noah, since a lot of this game is us passing the time as we collect shit.
Yes. Wild egg bird. Catch that wild egg bird.
Come here.
Oh wow, that was
so easy.
I expected like resistance or gameplay or a challenge.
I thought they were gonna run away and we were like gonna have a chase going on.
Yeah.
Generic flower. Is the generic simply because you don't have to pay for it? What the fuck?
Oh no, it's a zombie.
I don't think it's supposed to be a zombie. Ah!
Is it taking you time because you're a zombie?
Are they a zombie or are they an orc?
Could be. Could be
Onion,
anything.
Cabbage, carrot.
So you were saying as long as it's taking us long stretches of time where nothing is happening.
I was gonna suggest some conversation topics.
Okay. Oh, you think that we should have like a lively conversation, something additionally engaging on top of kind of the hypnotic, slow gameplay? You know, to add value, perhaps make it even entertaining to the viewer at home.
Yes, Cody Shody Jr.
Man, I wish I had the ability to talk as like clearly or well as that man. I am bad. Also to like emote. I just don't emote, but I guess that's because it's late at night and I'm not putting in the high stakes energy for emoting. Anyway, yeah, let's talk conversation. What are some fun things that we...
Okay,
let's
so
naturally segue into some fun conversation topics here. Let us talk conversation. What can we talk conversationally about? I for one. Oh, you've got one. Let's naturally segue into this. Let's hear this. What is your
I was legit wondering, if you
Yes.
could make a dragon game, what would you want to do in the dragon game, since it doesn't seem like you're having as much fun watching the collection?
Well, I don't know. I'm sure that there is a mechanical depth here that we're going to get to, and it's going to seem interesting and really thought through. Right now, it feels like a lot of, well, honestly, very MMO-y sort of things. You know, like, let's go through the gameplay loop. Let's hit all the buttons again. Let's get into, like, the daily grind of going through it over and over. And, like, I see, there's a certain joy to be found in a game like that if taken in small doses, you know. I've
Yeah.
recently started playing Monster Factory for the first time, and that game is just grind. There is no depth. There is just, here's the thing, go do the thing over and over again. Here's a bunch of different mechanics. And it's like complicated enough that you could almost be convinced that it's not you doing the same thing over and over again, but it is well and truly on every level. Go out and do the same thing over and over again. The fun that for me is a lot more fulfilling, or at least makes it close enough to fulfilling that I can like feel comfortable doing it for a few hours at a time, is that I'm usually doing it with a bunch of friends online, and so it's a great like social experience, and also I'm kind of being guided through it by people that know the mechanic with more depth than me, so I get to like benefit from their knowledge and have like a fun shared
You
experience.
know,
When it's just
nothing that's happening here.
nothing, yeah, exactly. Nothing that's happening here. This is just kind of doing it over and over again with a generic-y RPG story slapped into the house as well. And I don't know, maybe the characters will get really exciting and interesting as time goes on. Right now, it feels kind of, eh.
That's fair.
And I'm sure that it will get more. We're at the very beginning. You know, usually when a game is at its most kind of slow and dull, but I don't know. If I were to do a dragon game, I guess I would like lean into dragons as like the thing that the game is about. When you,
I would have the dragon be the main character.
that is absolutely one thing to do, and I'm sure that would make for a very viable and successful line of popular action platformers for the PlayStation. Um,
Uh, I would really, really just love a dragon game where you, not only is it about dragons, but you play
mhm,
as a dragon.
mhm,
And there are some where, like, if you're, there are some, that you can play as a dragon, and they're like platformers, and there's other
mhm,
ones as well. But I would just really like an RPG where you're playing as a dragon, and you have to do
mhm,
things to help the dragon survive,
mhm,
but like you also have other dragons and maybe even elves or humans you can hang out
mhm.
with and befriend too.
I think that that really opens up an interesting option because when you first mentioned Dragon Game, I went to like the Dragon Riders of Pern Dreamcast RPG, which I haven't gotten a chance to play, but you know, in my mind, at least gets into a different sort of realm than what like you're saying. You know, it's very different from like the Spyros or the action platformers or whatever. I think that it would be really cool, like you're saying, to get into like very dragon stereotypes, you know? What if we have a dragon game where I am a dragon and like I start in a cave and I have a horde and there are villagers nearby and we do like, you know, one of those big sprawling RPG numbers where there's a big complicated world with a lot of big complicated politics, and I'm, instead of being some random chosen one, just a giant dragon, and just by
Yeah.
dint of being a giant dragon, my opinion matters and what I am doing and who I care about is going to have impact because I'm, again, a giant dragon. Like, let me role play through kidnapping a princess. Give me a good reason to kidnap a princess and like hold her hostage and fend off knights coming to rescue her. Wouldn't that be just sick?
I would also find it really interesting if you started off as like a baby dragon and
Mm-hmm.
everybody wants to kind of befriend you because they know what you're going to grow into, and then you have to figure out who's your real allies and who's
Mm-hmm.
just trying to use you for your power.
I would just love to terrorize a countryside for narratively important reasons. You know, absolutely annihilate the local ecosystem and population.
I hate this guy.
I don't know what he's doing. You're always taking a break. Blazikenason, I've never seen you pick up a single, like, anything, actually.
Like, he's a citizen, you've never done anything.
His name is Billy.
Yeah, I
We
know.
should have named both of the kids Billy, just so we'd have 3 Billies.
Billy 1, Billy 2, Billy 3. It's Billy with a
I'm
Y, Billy with an I, and Billy with an A-E.
Billy. Blazikenason is so angry he's shooting mushrooms.
Oh no! I don't expect you to understand what machinations lie behind these eyes. I'm busy thinking about life. Motherfucker! This is just a stereotype!
Oh yeah, that. You know, when you recently, I've been thinking about actually like, oh hello.
Oh, she's got the hair tie that matches ours!
She's also a dragon granddaughter. Oh, what a lovely cafe. I like the door and the corner. Anyway, goodbye.
I didn't expect to find such a cute place all the way out here. Do you see my dragon bow? Do you see it? I see you also have one.
They're very manly and tough.
He's about to see that there's a cute woman here, and he's about to be all attention.
I love cafes. I'd like to eat a classic cafe dish. Can you recommend something? And we got terrible eggs in a steak bowl.
We actually just learned pancakes too.
Oh, that is a classic cafe dish. Suzielynnita, it looks like we'll have to think of one on our own. A classic cafe dish. If only we'd ever paid attention to anything Mom tried to teach us. Teach us.
Oh my gosh, you were gonna get there eventually. Pancakes, pancakes, it's pancakes. We just learned pancakes.
How about pancakes?
Blazikenason, one day I will murder you and no one will be able to stop me.
Solid gold ideas. Left and right. Solid gold.
Okay, shut up, shut up, shut up. I have to do this. Perfect! Suck a dick, bitch! I win. Aren't you
Wow, you were
proud?
saying some weird stuff from the kitchen there. What were you making? Wow, this is exactly what I wanted. Pancakes that are way too thick and drenched in... Is that supposed to be syrup?
Yeah, that's syrup.
Did you use, like, a tablespoon of butter? What is going on here?
Have you... Okay, I legitimately need to ask this. Have you never been to a cafe and they just put, like, a drop of butter on your pancakes and you have to spread it around?
I'm familiar with the concept. I think it's just specifically that it's not like a little round scoop of butter. Somebody went and cut specifically at like a big chunky tablespoon. It's so delicious.
The pancakes are
The
thick.
perfect pancake. The other two sucked, but the first one was great.
Hey, that rhymed.
If only I didn't have to kill one of these kids.
No.
But unfortunately, their mother never paid back my master after she took that big big loan from him. Job is tired of her excuses.
This is such a cute cafe, but I think you all could speed up the wait time for the food a bit more. Are you short on staff?
No, our staff is short.
Except for Billy, but he's barely even staff.
Big money, big money. Yeah, Billy's over there. He's in the middle of a pot dream about his crippling gambling addiction. Debilitating gambling addiction.
That's why he has no money. It's not because he wanted to be a musician and he didn't succeed. It's because he gambled it all.
Actually he does. And then she's like, wow, what a loser. I guess I'll go stun him with my sexiness into working hard. Because that CinemaSins rule is always right.
Is that a CinemaSins rule?
Well, I'm not gonna say it word for word, but the viewers will know what I'm talking about.
Hey, loser, wake up! How can you sleep while these two work their tails off? Such a nice cafe doesn't deserve a bum like you. Unforgivable.
Wait for it. Hearts in the eye. Nope. Nope.
He has the Zorro expression.
He looks like
Zoro meets Luffy for the first time, like, and who the fuck are you supposed to be?
This man, he looks like Zelda and Tori Belleci had a kid.
Zelda's son ran away from palace life because it was too much work.
Yep. Hey,
So
are
now
you
he's
even
here.
listening to me? The
Oh,
nerve
shit.
of this
Oh
idiot.
shit! Her eyes are red. Her eyes went from green to red.
Oh no, she's about to demon out. She's the Red She-Hulk. Oh my gosh, please be Red She-Hulk.
Please! Please, 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 tear his head off,
Is her
tear his head
ponytail
off.
scared of her? Oh, she's going Super Saiyan. Her ponytail is scared of her. It's trying to get away.
It's that dragon sticker.
Oh wow, she's actually going Super Saiyan.
Dragon! Dragon! Dragon!
Oh, she's Carrie. Oh, she's
Hey,
Carrie.
Okay. You really
Oh,
don't
she's
have to
Carrie.
destroy the whole place because one guy pissed you off. The kids have to clean it all up now.
Okay, you went full Carrie.
Uh,
Sorry, I lost myself for a minute there. I'll clean it up. Don't worry.
Don't question.
I'm not a dragon. Why did you say that? Look,
We
I'm
didn't
sorry
say
for-
that. The voices in all of our shared collectives had said that.
Look, I want to work here too because I'm also broke, and also I think I owe you about $700 worth in damages.
Oh yeah. If your mom wakes up and she's in touch with her dragon side of the abilities like I am, she's gonna kill me.
I want you to let me help.
Also, this woman clearly saw that a grown man was taking advantage of 2 kids, and she's about to find out it was 2 grown men taking advantage of 2 kids.
Are you serious? I can't be working with a woman. Ipanema? Really? Now I'm gonna be
at lots of cafes too. He's just dooming. He's dooming over there in the corner. He realizes his time is up.
Is nobody else going to address the fact that this woman is named Ipanema?
Explain to me why somebody should address it.
I mean, I didn't... Is it a first name? I only know it from the place, and I only know the place because of the song.
What song?
The girl and or boy from Ipanema. You've never heard it? There's like a gorgeous Eartha Kitt version.
No, I don't think I have. If I have, I don't remember it. At
So-
least I
so-
don't remember the title.
Popular, very, very smooth song. And of course it's Eartha Kitt, so it's, you know, solid gold.
Oh, they're gonna end up together.
Oh yeah.
He's lazy and doesn't see any value in doing anything. She's the hard worker who's going to teach him a lesson.
Yep.
It's Princess
Yep.
and the Frog. Okay.
Yep. No, and he's
I-
even got the string instrument.
I don't care.
Sure, but it's really heavy. Only somebody with dragon powers could lift it.
Or, you know, like, a woman who lifts.
I never imagined such a girl existed. One that could hold things.
Why does like, this is supposed to be our character talking, right?
Yes.
So why the fuck does our character, who's only 13 or 12 or what the fuck ever, call everybody a youngster?
I don't know.
Are we
I can see something.
Are
There's
we-
a certain kind of like old soul child that would call everybody young.
I mean, I kind of wonder if maybe, because of the dragon blood, all of these characters age slower.
You're thinking there's a Grogu thing going on here.
Yeah, I'm thinking they are 12 in dragon years, but in human years, like, they've been alive for 100 fucking years at this point.
All these youngsters.
All these fucking youngsters. That's why they never bothered to learn the brothers' names, because their family is always the same. They always have 3 sons, and the sons are always troublesome. Or, you know, they met them years ago when they were kids and they just never bothered to ask them their names. Okay, that's not collected. That can't be collected.
So on the subject back on the dragon game, you know, it's funny that you bring up the idea of what I would do for like a game designed around dragons, because I've actually just recently been thinking for the first time in a while about a story that I could do for a D&D game. I don't usually do D&D because usually I'm too elite for that. I'm just too cool.
I find the little games you introduce to us to be very entertaining.
I'm glad you feel that way. I kind of synthesized two separate ideas. One was something that I can't remember who it is, their name, but they're the person behind Possum Creek Games. They're a designer that one of the key people behind like Wander Home. They just let out a tweet that was like, it's so many games are at such a large scale, you know, the kingdom is being destroyed, the plane is under threat, you know, look out for something that's gonna destroy the entire world. And they were like, well, what if it was just like a town, and not just like a town, like you knew, like everything was just one person, you know what I mean? Like all of your clothes came from this one person, this is their name. All of like your food comes from this like set of people, this is the farmer, this is the butcher, you know, just like a handful of people, just like a dozen people in the whole like campaign practically. And you're just dealing with them and their lives and the threats that affect them personally.
I love that.
And then I combined that with the other idea I had, which was like, you know what? There's not much in the way of dragons in my D&D usually. Almost never. And I hadn't gone through the whole thought process at the time, but the truth of the matter is it's kind of hard to have dragons in D&D, really? Because, like, they're kind of high-level monsters, and most people are inclined to start at low level because that's like how the game is meant to be played, and also it's kind of tricky to jump into high-level gameplay without having spent a long time with a lower-level version of the character, right?
Yeah.
So you just don't get to the dragon part of the game too often in most games. In my experience, I'm sure everybody's is radically different. That's the annoying part of role-playing games. You can't really speak in generalizations.
Or you get to the dragons and it's just a fight. It's just
Yeah.
a fight that you have to grind through and try and survive instead of like, oh, let's try and talk to the dragon.
And that's not to say that it couldn't be. Again, it's all contingent on how the person wants to lead it.
Yeah.
But there's definitely an inclination in D&D to lead you towards that sort of interaction. And so I thought, let's just do it. Let's just kind of run with some of these flaws on some level, you know? What if we did the classic dragon is ravaging the countryside story? And we just took a bunch of level 1 characters specifically living in this village where they know everybody and all of their stuff came from somebody in this village or some trader that they know by name. And then, like, put them in that survival situation. A giant dragon is coming to town. They're going to burn all of your crops. They're going to destroy all of your buildings. Are you going to get out of there? Are you going to try and stay and survive and hope they don't come back? What are you going to do to keep these people alive?
That sounds like it would be a lot of fun.
So yeah, that is kind of, yeah. I mentioned this because I know that the people I like might play D&D with, like the big like group that I like my group of D&D friends. I'm fairly certain they don't watch any of the streams. But if you're interested, I might also throw it on for maybe you and some others if that's interest to you. It's one of those things where I think it's contingent on the people knowing what they're in for anyway.
Yeah.
Like, you have to know, this is going to be a survivor game, and I'm probably going to, like, be pretty strict about, like, the food and, like, carrying capacity and stuff like that, because that's part of what makes it a challenge.
Yeah. Carrying capacity is the one lane of Dungeons and Dragons I hate dealing with.
It's so miserable.
When you're on grand, giant journeys, how do I feed the dragon? The dragon's getting angry.
I'll look it up. The dragon's like, oh no, I haven't been fed in a week.
You keep returning to the store and giving me nothing.
Little Dragon Cafe, how to feed dragon. Once you've whipped up a scrumptious meal in Little Dragon's Cafe, all you need to do is press the up button and to pull up a list of food and choose which meal you want to feed your pet in Little Dragon's Cafe.
I pressed the up button and it didn't work.
Maybe you have to be in the cafe.
Okay.
It's important to actually have food on hand, because without it, you can't feed your dragon. Making food is very simple and requires you to head to the kitchen, pick up a list of available ingredients to choose from. Once you've whipped up a scrumptious meal in Little Dragon Cafe, all you need to do is press the up button, pull up a list of foods, choose which meal you want to feed your little pet and the dragon. Alternatively, you can pull up the main menu and choose the dish tab to access the same list of meals to choose from. So it's important to keep your pet fed in Little Dragon's Cafe, as not only will dishes help grow stronger, but also restore stamina. Similarly, you can change your dragon's color by feeding it specific meals. Each dish in Little Dragon's Cafe contains something called dragon dye that will affect your pet's color depending on how often you feed it with that certain dye. Feed it nothing but carrots.
But
That
I'm
won't do
pressing the
anything.
up button. I'm using the... Petting works. Petting makes it better. He doesn't need food. He just needs pets.
Touch hungry friends be like,